What is up, guys? This is Jeremy Scott. I'm here to give you the first in a new series. We are going to talk about everything that's going to happen on Raw, everything that's planned to happen, and what I expect to happen, and what is more than possible to happen. Because, well, you know what? Raw is super predictable. Super predictable. This is the Raw preview. Oh, and don't worry, we're also going to add in a few, some little interesting tidbits that I found on the internet. You may call them news, you may call them rumors, who cares what you call them. But we're going to add a little bit of that in on this video. Woohoo! But this is your Raw preview for Raw tonight, which takes place somewhere in the U.S. on February 27th, 2017. Ba-bang! So, the elephant in the room. The big elephant in the room. Oh, and then all the bullshit that, as far as where to follow me, that's in the description below. We're not going to go over that because it's a preview show. We just need to tell you what's going to happen, and we make these things short and concise because fuck watching long-ass, annoying videos that tell you all this shit and drag shit out. We save that for the review. This is the preview show. We're going to tell you what to expect and what I'm expecting to happen and what all of you should expect to happen. You want all my information? It's in the description below. But I will tell you this. If you like the video, hit that like button that's right there. You don't like the video, then you can hit that dislike button. Who cares? As long as you're hitting one of the two, that means you're paying attention and that you're actually giving it effort. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Because that's how we grow as a community. That's how we grow, at least that's how I grow as a channel, by subscribers and likes and all that other, and views and all that other bullshit. Because then it propels me to want to do more. That's right. So, let's get on with the preview. What do I think is going to happen at Raw tonight? Well, let's go over what's going to happen at Raw tonight. Biggest elephant in the room, obviously, is Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is supposed to have his little interview, whatever the hell you want to call it, on Raw tonight. He's going to address his injury, and he's going to address what his plans are for WrestleMania. We're going to make this very short and sweet. Rollins will not be there tonight. He's not going to be in the arena. He will be there via satellite or via Instagram or via whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't really care. He will be on the big Titantron. We'll probably do an interview with Cole over that. I don't know. We don't really know. More than likely, it'll be Cole talking to him, or I sat down with Seth Rollins earlier today, and we had a discussion about WrestleMania. If it's that type of a thing, then it's very possible that he actually won't be at WrestleMania. If it's a live thing, back and forth, very possible that's going to go with what I'm thinking. What do I feel like is going to happen? Seth Rollins is injured. Is he significantly injured? No, because if he was, then we wouldn't even be doing this. It would have been called a few weeks ago. He's severely injured. Will be out 4 to 6 months. Will not be WrestleMania. The end. They didn't do that. They also didn't do that with Naomi. Think about it. So, what do I think is going to happen? Seth Rollins isn't 100%. He's going to acknowledge he's not 100%. He's going to acknowledge Samoa Joe. He will acknowledge he will probably deal with him eventually. He's going to be more focused on Triple H. And he's going to challenge Triple H to a match at WrestleMania, whether he's 100% or not. Key phrase in that. Whether he's 100% or not. Now, based on that simple thing alone, leads me to believe that Triple H has been having having matches at live events. He wouldn't just wrestle for fun. He's getting ready. He's going to wrestle WrestleMania. Who the fuck else is he going to wrestle? He's going to wrestle Samoa Joe? Fuck no. He's going to wrestle Kevin Owens? No. Chris Jericho? Fuck no. Roman Reigns? No. None of these assholes. He's going to face Seth fucking Rollins. Period. Whether he's 100% or not. Triple H can do a match and not make it worse. They can work around it. They're professionals. They're paid to do these things. Is Seth Rollins going to be 100% at WrestleMania? Probably not. Is he going to be able to carry a match? 50-50. It just depends on how bad he actually is injured. But I'm predicting Rollins to be there via satellite, indicating that he is technically injured, that he is not 100%. He's going to challenge Triple H, and he's going to challenge him whether he's 100% or not. That is what's going to happen, and we will get that answer at Fastlane. So, that's that. Now, the other major elephant in the room, the WWE Universal Championship. I call it the Universal title because I don't consider it a championship because it's complete crap. So, Kevin Owens is defending his title against Goldberg at Fastlane this Sunday. Goldberg is more than confident that he can win because he's beating the shit out of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, who has gotten his ass kicked by Goldberg, is more than certain Goldberg will win. So that way his match is now a Universal title match, where many believe Brock Lesnar will win. Now, there's a lot of factors in this that we aren't taking into consideration. You have the factor of it still being Goldberg. You have the factor of Brock Lesnar. You have the factor of Finn Balor not coming back yet, but he's due to come back very soon. There's a lot of moving pieces because this Universal title is supposed to be the biggest thing for Raw. So going into WrestleMania, this is potentially the ultimate main event. Keep that in mind. Because remember, Raw is the flagship show for WWE. So what is your flagship show going to have as their flagship match? The Universal title match. Predictably, supposedly going to be Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. So, based on what we have right now, you cannot top that. And that's sad. Because right now, we've got penciled in, you have Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker, which nobody fucking wants. There's some people that want it, but Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker? I'm not a big fan of that. I'm sorry. I'm really not. Then you've got Triple H versus Seth Rollins, which is a 50-50 right now. And I just don't see it being a really big, huge match now at this point because it's been so long. And then you've got, what's the other match? Technically, it's Bray Wyatt versus either AJ Styles or Luke Harper, but Randy Orton's still in that mix, so it's just a matter of, we still don't know. We will find out tomorrow night on SmackDown, but tentatively it's Bray Wyatt versus somebody. Those are your three pretty much confirmed matches. Of the three, I can guarantee you the way WWE thinks, of the three, the SmackDown's WWE Championship match is the third on that fucking list. Number 2 is going to be that Seth Rollins Triple H match, and number 1 is going to be that fucking Universal title match, whether it's Goldberg and Lesnar or not. So it doesn't really make a difference, but that Universal title is key to Raw, regardless of how they fucking treat it. It doesn't really matter. With that being said, and then the Reigns Undertaker match, which is never in the main event, so anyway, Goldberg will come out, say his spiel, how he's dominant, how he's fantastic. Kevin Owens will come out, sit here and be like, don't care, you're a loser, no one likes you, you're going to lose, you think you can beat me just because you beat, old man Brock Lesnar, doesn't mean you can beat me, I'm the best there is, I'm the Universal Champion, I'm the longest reigning Universal Champion, blah, 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 blah. They'll get in each other's face. Kevin Owens will sneak out like a little bitch, and that'll be the end of it. Because Kevin Owens ain't going to do shit to Goldberg. Goldberg's not going to do shit on Raw because it's Goldberg. So that's what I'm expecting. A stare down, Kevin Owens running away, Goldberg standing tall, I'm the man. What's that lead to fucking Fastlane? We'll find out. Because right now, it's a 50-50. Alright, now, so, in case you got confused by that, face-to-face, okay, no physical confrontation, Kevin Owens walks away. That's what's going to happen. Then you've got the whole concept of Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has gotten beat down by Braun Strowman every time Reigns has attempted to get involved with Braun Strowman. It's the week before Fastlane. There's no convincible way for them to come out of Fastlane either one dominant. They're not going to bury Braun Strowman because they have made him too dominant to this point. Too dominant to fuck him up at Fastlane. I'm sorry. You do that, then I don't know what to tell you. Reigns has looked like a bitch this entire time. Although he's been winning handicap matches, so, he doesn't look like a complete bitch. So, the question becomes, what do you do? Does Braun Strowman beat the shit out of Reigns again? Does something different happen? If I was betting man, I would bet that Roman Reigns will finally, after all this bullshit, will finally get the upper hand on Braun Strowman and stand tall for once. That is what I'm expecting, because if Braun Strowman beats Reigns down again tonight, then it's almost guaranteed that Braun Strowman will lose at Fastlane. So, if Reigns gets the upper hand tonight, that creates intrigue to that. Maybe Reigns can beat him. You know, it's what the casual thinks. I know it doesn't really matter, because this match has no bearings on anything that I give two flying fucks about. And especially if the rumor of Undertaker interfering in this match to start his feud with Roman Reigns, which I don't know why you'd want that match, but whatever. I guarantee you a lot of that's Vince McMahon. Please, Undertaker, can you put over Roman Reigns? I need him. I need him so bad, because I have nobody else that I've built up besides John Cena, and I can't use AJ Styles because he's an old bastard, and I can't use Smojo because he's a fat fuck, and I can't use Shinsuke Nakamura because he can't speak English, and Kevin Dunn gets pissed at me when I talk about these people. I need you to get over Roman Reigns, so I need you to lose to him at the WrestleMania. Can you do that for me, Kaker? Because, you know, I did make you. That's probably why. But beyond that, don't care. So, what do I expect? I expect Reigns to one-up Braun Strowman. How? I don't fucking know. It could be a bajillion goddamn things. Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, Superman punch, spear! Oh my god, he's not down. Spear again! I don't know. It could be a bajillion. I don't know. He comes out and attacks him with a fucking chair or a lead pipe. I don't fucking know. But Reigns will be on top at the end of this. Whether it's at the end of the night, whether it's in the middle of the show, I don't fucking know. Reigns will one-up Braun Strowman tonight. That's my prediction. So that way it sets up intrigue. And I'm saying this very loosely. So this sets up intrigue for their match at Fastlane, even though there's no intrigue whatsoever. So that's what I'm expecting, to have Reigns get the upper hand on Braun Strowman for once. And then we also have Enzo Amore and Big Cass close in on Big Gal and Andy? The fuck? Okay, Enzo and Big Cass are versing the club at Fastlane for the Tag Team Championships. Who do you think wins? Who do you think wins? The club. So Enzo Amore and Big Cass will probably get the upper hand tonight. Do I care? Well, I don't know, because Reigns has buried the club the last 2 weeks, so I don't know. You know what? What do I expect to happen? I expect bullshit to happen. I expect a bunch of verbal sparring, them having a fucking... I guarantee you they will have a fucking match. It is either going to be Big Cass versus... not Carl Anderson. Luke Gallows. Or we are going to have a tag team match between the tag team champions and Enzo Amore and Big Cass. I guarantee you one of the two things is going to happen. Or Corby Kyle Anderson versus fucking Enzo Amore. One of those three things. There's either going to be a singles match between one or the other team, or there's going to be a physical tag match. I'm leaning closer to the tag match because Raw is stupid like that. And I could see Enzo and Cass... Actually, you know what? Based on predictability, they're going to have a tag match tonight. Enzo and Cass versus the club. Enzo and Cass is going to beat the club tonight. And then they're going to be like, oh, can they carry this momentum and win the tag team championships on Sunday? Nope. That's probably what's going to happen tonight. Tag match, Enzo and Cass win. Then we go into Fastlane. They get their ass whipped by the club. That's what I'm expecting. What else? Oh, yeah. What scheme does Charlotte Flair have in store for Bayley? Excuse me. Oh, man. We already have the confirmed match for Fastlane. Bayley versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. What do you think happens? A lot of people are saying DQ. I'm saying Charlotte wins at Fastlane. So, what do you think happens tonight? More bickering and verbal sparring. Stephanie will probably get involved again because it's Stephanie fucking McMahon. Ah, man, sorry. So it's just gonna be the whole night. That's all it's gonna be. Them throwing verbal bars at each other. Sasha Banks getting involved, Dana Brooke getting involved. Let's have a tag match. Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. That's probably what'll happen tonight. Who's gonna win? I'm gonna lean towards Bayley, but I'm gonna lean more towards Charlotte because she almost never wins on Raw. But if Charlotte's team loses, I'm going to say Dana Brooke gets pinned. So I'm expecting a lot of tag matches tonight. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks and Bayley in a tag team match. Who wins? I'm going to go with Bayley and Sasha Banks because I can almost guarantee you that fucking Charlotte wins at Fastlane. And if she doesn't, it'll be a DQ finish. But come on. You know that once they do that, oh, wow, blah, blah, blah. She wins her title back, becomes a 5-time women's champion at Fastlane. But those are the big things that are supposed to happen on Raw. So now let's go over a couple things I think are going to happen. We'll have 2 cruiserweight matches. Or no, there's been 3 lately. So there's going to be 3 cruiserweight matches. 1 won't happen, like always. And the other 2 will be less than 8 minutes combined. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Jericho will not be there. I guarantee you Jericho will not be on Raw tonight. He's not showing up until Fastlane. Tentatively, he's supposed to face Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. I don't know if that's even confirmed still or not. In fact, I'm going to look that up as I'm still pointing these things out. But I don't see Jericho showing up. I really don't. Because it doesn't set anything up. Because right now he's just kind of... He's been absent since he got attacked. And he didn't show up last week. So it doesn't solve anything at all. That's not what I wanted. Son of a bitch. It doesn't solve anything for him to show up today. It doesn't. It really doesn't. So right now the confirmed matches. Actually, his match isn't confirmed yet. So if his match isn't even on the Fastlane card, there's a very good possibility that he just shows up during the Universal title match. So I don't expect Jericho to be there tonight. I really don't. So that's all I have to say about that. Jericho will not be there tonight. Will Jericho be mentioned? Probably. I'm sure Kevin Owens will say it during his spiel with Goldberg. It's like, I don't need... Because I guarantee Goldberg's like, you couldn't... It's like, you wouldn't be able to even be able to beat me whether you had anyone's help. Everyone's help. I will beat you. Something along those lines. They're like, I don't need people's help. I don't need Triple H's help. I don't need Samoa Joe's help. I don't even need Chris Jericho's help. He will get mentioned in not that way exactly, but he's going to get mentioned some way, shape, or form. Jericho will not be there tonight. He will be mentioned tonight. And Jericho will show up at Fastlane. Stephanie will be cringe, like always, and she will play face and heel in the same promo. That's predictable. Foley will have another run-in with Stephanie backstage. Not as damning as it was like last week, but there's going to be more friction that is established, probably when he makes the main event tonight. And the main event, what could the main event be? I feel like, based on the situation, I feel like Roman Reigns will be in the main event tonight against, I don't know, what seems like a good plan. Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the main event. Sounds about right. Unless the main event's been announced. But Roman Reigns in the main event. We'll go with that just to be solidifying everything. Roman Reigns will be in the main event. I could see Braun Strowman trying to do what Roman Reigns has been doing all the last 2-3 weeks and then actually getting his comeuppance this week. So Beyond that, 25 commercial breaks and all that other fun shit. So that's what I'm expecting to happen on Raw tonight. If you enjoyed that, then like I said, make sure to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel if you like it. As far as news and shit that's coming around, I have two big things that have been announced lately. Probably the most obvious, the Glamazon Beth Phoenix is the newest inductee to the 2017 Hall of Fame. So, congrats to her. That's your diva or women's entrant for the Hall of Fame this year. And the bigger news, Matthew and Jeffrey Hardy have not, per rumor, per Pro Wrestling Insider, have not re-signed with TNA. Now, this is based on a few different things. Obviously, insider sources. A tweet that Matt Hardy sent out basically stating, it shall be an intriguing week for the professional wrestling industry. So there is a rumor going around that they did not sign their TNA contracts. They were offered one back in December that they just received it a couple weeks ago, especially with all the changes going on. But word is they weren't happy about it, and they didn't feel good with the contract that they were handed, and they did not sign it. Does this mean they're coming to WWE? Not necessarily. They could stay on the independent circuit for a while. But the big news right now is that Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, or Broken Matt and Brother Nero, are not re-signing with TNA, which leaves the door open for them to come back to WWE. But they didn't sign their TNA contract, per the rumor, because Matt was not getting the creative control that he wanted. And we all know in the WWE, he may not even get that type of kind of recognition or creative control over his character in WWE. And he's not going to go to NXT just to get creative control. So, what does that mean? Well, that means at the very least, Jeff may very well come back on his own as his old gimmick that he had when he was here. The Broken Matt character, we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, things are looking up for the Hardys. They're not in TNA, so they're now free agents. They do have a match with the Young Bucks here right before WrestleMania weekend, so don't expect them to magically show up at WrestleMania, because that's not going to fucking happen. That doesn't mean they can't show up the Monday after. So, just stay tuned. We'll keep track of these kinds of updates, and we'll bring you more as they come. So, like I said, if you like the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. We'll be back later tonight, possibly with the retro replay of Fable 2, Episode 2. We actually start to delve into getting supporters, so that way we can take I keep pronouncing the fucking thing wrong. Albion. Taking back Albion from my notoriously jackass of a brother who wants to kill people for fun, and he killed my girlfriend because he's a prick. Fucking asshole. So we continue to find followers to join us in our rebellion, in our revolution, and we're going to take back what is rightfully mine, that my grandfather my father left. Okay? It's mine. Fuck my brother. He's a dick. Okay? He's a goddamn dick. Taking my shit from me, exiling me, making me kill my girlfriend. Motherfucking dick-ass motherfucker. Okay, so, yeah, that'll probably be up later tonight. And, of course, the Raw review, which will be up after Raw goes off the air, and we will go over all the shit that happened and all the bullshit that happened, because there's a lot of bullshit. And we'll go over what these what was going on in the preview, and whether I hit some of the marks, miss some of the marks, hit all the marks, or completely fucked it. Who knows? So make sure to stay tuned, and we'll be back later tonight with those, and I will see you during the Raw review. I'll catch you guys later. Have fun.